Roman Reigns and Nick Aldis at war. Huge finishes to Logan Paul versus Kevin Owens at Royal Rumble 2024. Triple H drastically changes WWE. Triple H steals top AEW star. Current WWE roster resembles Attitude Era. Nick Aldis pushes SmackDown star to revert to evil ways. Former champions attack AJ Styles at Royal Rumble. Roman Reigns in blockbuster match before Royal Rumble 2024. Let's dive right into it. Huge finishes to Logan Paul versus Kevin Owens at WWE Royal Rumble 2024. Kevin Owens outlasted Santos Escobar in the final of the United States Championship Tournament to book a title match against the current United States Champion, Logan Paul, at WWE Royal Rumble 2024. After the Latino World Order took out Escobar's new running buddies Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo, the prizefighter managed to put away Campeón de Chocolate with Paul on commentary. The Maverick then stepped into the ring to deliver some verbal jabs to his challenger, receiving a knockout punch for his troubles. With the first shot now fired, fans are eager to see how the short feud unfolds, culminating at the 2024 Royal Rumble Premium Live event. Will Logan Paul survive the former Universal Champion, or will Owens claim his first singles title in almost 7 years? Here are 4 finishes for Logan Paul versus Kevin Owens for the United States Championship at WWE Royal Rumble 2024. Number 4. Grayson Waller and Austin Theory align themselves with Logan Paul to help him retain the United States Championship. Austin Theory and Grayson Waller have recently formed a light partnership with Logan Paul. The duo have shared segments with the Maverick, primarily in opposition to Kevin Owens, but are yet to officially be recognized as a stable. Meanwhile, Paul has consistently complimented them, especially Theory, in interviews suggesting that the Stanford-based company might be considering turning them into a stable. The United States Championship match at WWE Royal Rumble 2024 seems like the perfect stage to officially pull the trigger on this potential faction. It would be a good way to continue Waller and Theory's progress into future main event stars and would help keep Paul relevant in his absence as the Bloodline does for Roman Reigns. Additionally, it would generate great heel heat and set up a babyface turn down the road. Number 3. Austin Theory makes a stunning babyface turn at the WWE Royal Rumble 2024. Speaking of babyface turns, one such character switch that fans are eager to see is Austin Theory's. The two-time United States champion had a tumultuous time after being handpicked as Vince McMahon's protege, having a disastrous Money in the Bank cash-in followed by a solid but over-scrutinized United States title run. He has found some of his footing partnering with Grayson Waller as an obnoxious heel duo, but many in the WWE universe feel he would be better as a babyface. It will probably come down the road once he inevitably clashes heads with Waller or Logan Paul. But what if Triple H pulls off a swerve and does it at Royal Rumble 2024? Theory costing Paul this match would be a good way to freshen up his character while protecting the Maverick in defeat. Fans would definitely be happy about it. Number 2. Logan Paul defeats Kevin Owens cleanly at WWE Royal Rumble 2024. The United States title match at WWE Royal Rumble 2024 will be Logan Paul's first title defense since dethroning Rey Mysterio at Crown Jewel 2023. The Maverick has barely represented the championship on SmackDown, but has instead used his mainstream notoriety to give it widespread exposure. Despite his part-time status, it is highly doubtful that Paul will lose the United States Championship to his first challenger. What if the social media megastar defeats the prizefighter cleanly, proving that his win in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia was not a fluke? It would solidify him in the pantheon of the United States champions, and go a long way in dispelling the notion that a celebrity can only be a transitional or token champion. Number 1. Kevin Owens dethrones Logan Paul to become a 4-time WWE United States champion. Kevin Owens is a Grand Slam champion in WWE, but has not held singles gold in almost 7 years. The prizefighter is one of the most beloved performers in the Stanford-based company and is on one of the hottest stretches of his career. He has main evented back-to-back WrestleMania matches, bringing Stone Cold Steve Austin out of a 19-year retirement before making history with Sami Zayn against the Usos. Would anyone bet against him walking into WrestleMania 40 with another title around his waist? He is, after all, the prizefighter, a man whose primary objective is to collect championships. Thus, there is a very distinct possibility of the popular babyface dethroning Logan Paul at the WWE Royal Rumble 2024 and becoming a 4-time United States champion. Do you think Kevin Owens will dethrone Logan Paul at the 2024 Royal Rumble? Triple H drastically changes WWE. WB has undergone several changes in its presentation since Triple H rose to power, according to Bill Apter. The veteran journalist recently spoke about how the product has evolved over the last few years. Since the game became the chief content officer and head of creative, he has brought in several previously released talents like CM Punk and Johnny Gargano. Furthermore, the way he presents storylines now is significantly different from what used to happen in Vince McMahon's time. Speaking on Sportskeeda's The Wrestling Time Machine hosted by Mac Davis, Bill Apter explained how today's presentation differs from what it used to be before Vince McMahon's departure. With Triple H in charge of creative now, you are seeing more traditional wrestling in a lot of the shows than just kicking and punching and feuding over an angle. According to Bill Apter, a recently returned WWE superstar is getting his much-deserved flowers in a current storyline. A star in question is R-Truth, who returned at Survivor Series last year. Since his comeback, he has been involved in a storyline with the Judgment Day as he comically attempts to join the faction. Speaking on another episode of Sportskeeda's Wrestling Time Machine hosted by Mac Davis, Bill Apter heaped praise on R-Truth and stated, "R-Truth, at this point in my book, when I am watching Raw, I can't wait for him to come on. I enjoy the whole character. Not only is it entertaining, it's good. He's finally getting his stride after being away for such a long time that he rightfully deserves. He's a terrific guy. I know him really well, but this is like the peak of characterization for him. As of now, it remains to be seen what the future holds for R-Truth in WWE." Triple H steals top AEW star. It's no secret that ever since coming to power in 2022, Triple H has brought back many released WWE stars under the company's umbrella. Now fans are rooting for Hunter to sign AEW star Malachi Black, who left the promotion in 2021. Black, who went by the name Aleister Black during his time in WWE, worked for the company from 2016 to 2021. Despite a spectacular rundown in NXT where he won the NXT World Championship, Black couldn't sustain the momentum when called up to the main roster, partly owing to underwhelming booking. Following his release in June 2021, the 38-year-old star immediately signed with AEW. However, it's safe to say his run in the promotion hasn't panned out the way his fans expected it to. For those unaware, Malachi Black hasn't wrestled in a singles match since June 2022, causing an uproar among many viewers. A popular Twitter page recently shared a post mentioning how Triple H would rescue Black's career by bringing him back to WWE down the line. Many thronged to the comments section, agreeing on how Black could shine in the Stanford-based promotion. Last year, in an interview, Zelina Vega was asked if she would like to see her husband back in the Stanford-based promotion. Though she didn't explicitly mention she wanted to see him back in WWE, Vega made it clear that she would love to work alongside Malachi Black again if things pan out. It's not a conversation that happens, but I think it's something that anytime I can spend extra with my husband always makes me a happier person. We've been trying to build our dream house for 3 years, and we finally got to do that. Moving us 2 and our 7 cats into that house recently in the past week or so has been crazy, so any moment that I get to spend with him extra would be just perfect. So I would love to be able to work alongside with him for sure again, Vega said. Considering he's under a contract with All Elite Wrestling for the foreseeable future, it remains to be seen how Tony Khan books Black in the coming months. Do you think Triple H would be interested in bringing back Malachi Black? Current WB roster resembles Attitude Era. WB Hall of Famer Teddy Long has high praise for the current roster in the company. Since Triple H's ascension to the role of the Chief Content Officer and Head of Creative, the Stanford-based promotion has gone through significant changes in terms of the shows. Many believe that the change in leadership has breathed fresh life into the product, as well as revitalized several superstars. Speaking on the latest edition of Sportskeeda's The Wrestling Time Machine hosted by Mac Davis, Hall of Famer Teddy Long shared his thoughts about the current WWE roster. According to him, the lineup resembled the famed Attitude Era of the pro wrestling business. Not to keep dwelling on it, but like I said, I think they are doing the right thing now. Attitude Era. Certainly you can see resemblance of that coming back, and it's just real good work, man. It's good stuff. Teddy Long has an eclectic pick of tag teams when it comes to picking his favorite, which is evident from his Mount Rushmore selection. Speaking on another episode of Sportskeeda's Wrestling Time Machine hosted by Mac Davis, the veteran had named some vintage duos as his favorite tag teams of all time. Well, you took mine just then. I didn't have the Road Warriors in there. I had Rock and Roll Midnight Express. I had Dune, and I had, there's another tag team, Nikita and Ivan, the Koloffs. WWE has kept on evolving through the decades, adapting to modern requirements quite smoothly. It remains to be seen how the company will change under the leadership of Triple H. Nick Aldis pushes SmackDown star to revert to evil ways. Nick Aldis recently responded to a SmackDown star's call out on social media. The general manager said they have to earn the opportunity for a title match. The person in question is none other than Zelina Vega. Could she revert to the old ways following her interaction with the boss on social media? In her response to Aldis, Zelina said she already earned her opportunity for a championship match. The First Lady of El Duo last competed for a world title at Backlash 2023, failing to capture the SmackDown Women's Championship from Rhea Ripley. Ideally, Nick Aldis would have Zelina Vega compete in a #1 contenders match for the WWE Women's Championship on SmackDown in the lead-up to Royal Rumble, since Io Sky doesn't have an opponent for the upcoming PLE. A heel turn for Zelina Vega, especially at this stage where LBO is already fractured, won't make sense. Plus, Triple H might not want to book another heel challenger versus heel champion match for the 2024 Royal Rumble if he plans on booking Rhea Ripley versus Nia Jax. Former champions attack AJ Styles at Royal Rumble. Since returning to SmackDown, AJ Styles has quickly risen to prominence. At Royal Rumble 2024, the Phenomenal One is scheduled to face Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, and LA Knight in a fatal four-way match for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. Naturally, this is a massive opportunity for him, and he will do anything to emerge victorious. However, there is a chance that at the premium live event, two former champions may cost Styles this opportunity. The former champions in question are Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. Styles, Gallows, Anderson, and Mia Yim have been part of his stable named the O of the Champion for a while now. However, in recent times, things don't seem okay between the members of this faction. Thus, at the Royal Rumble, WWE could present an angle where the former Raw Tag Team Champions attack AJ Styles. While the mentioned angle is speculative, if it happens, it will allow WWE to build up an exciting feud for AJ Styles leading up to WrestleMania 40. It will be interesting to see if the promotion does something similar or whether he wins his third World Championship at the 2024 Royal Rumble. No one in modern wrestling has had a streak like Roman Reigns. While he has already surpassed 1,000 plus days as champion, many believe he will remain so for even longer. This is why people believe AJ won't win at Royal Rumble 2024. However, as per SmackDown star Mia Yim, Styles will be victorious at the Royal Rumble. While appearing on WWE's The Bump, she mentioned rooting for the Phenomenal One. Well, I'm a ride or die AJ, so I am rooting for him. Regardless of what the percentage rate is of him winning, to me, he's going to win. I respect the other men, maybe not the bloodline, but at the end of the day, AJ is going to win, and I know he's going to be a champion again soon, affirmed Mia Yim. While the path to winning a championship won't be easy, if there is anyone who can pull it off, it has to be AJ Styles. Over the years, he has wrestled in various promotions and gained considerable experience. Hence, it will be interesting to see what he does at the 2024 Royal Rumble. Roman Reigns in blockbuster match before Royal Rumble 2024. Roman Reigns is expected to be present on tonight's SmackDown, most likely to address the upcoming Fatal 4-Way at Royal Rumble 2024. However, Nick Aldis isn't interested in what the Tribal Chief wants, but is focused on booking blockbuster matches for the Blue brand. Speaking of blockbuster matches, tonight's SmackDown might showcase one that will lay the foundation for Royal Rumble 2024. Since the Bloodline always wants to show its dominance, an enthralling match between the show's heels and baby faces will draw in audiences for the premium live event. Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa, and Jimmy Uso can take on Randy Orton, LA Knight, and AJ Styles on SmackDown. If Orton, Knight, and Styles are able to pick up the victory, fans will have hope that Roman Reigns could lose the match at Royal Rumble 2024 as well. There is a higher chance that the Tribal Chief will not lose at Royal Rumble 2024 and will finally be dethroned at WrestleMania 40. On the other hand, he can lose the title at Royal Rumble 2024 but still headline the show's shows against The Rock for the head of the table. At New Year's Revolution, SmackDown's general manager played the Tribal Chief like a fiddle. He knew the Bloodline would interfere in the triple threat match, and he used it to turn the Royal Rumble title match into a fatal four-way. However, Aldis informed Paul Heyman about it ringside while Roman Reigns was still celebrating his dominance following the ambush on Randy Orton, LA Knight, and AJ Styles. The Wiseman was shocked to learn about Aldis booking and was quite worried about breaking the news to the Tribal Chief. On the other hand, when Reigns learned the news, he had 3 words: Wiseman, fix this. This puts the Wiseman in a difficult position, considering he knows Nick Aldis will not budge from his decision. Paul Heyman is quite squashed between the Tribal Chief and Nick Aldis tug of war. Nick Aldis destroys Roman Reigns. Former WWE manager Jim Cornette feels that SmackDown general manager Nick Aldis should have been more proactive when Roman Reigns disrupted the main event of the Blue brand's New Year's Revolution episode last week. While speaking on a recent episode of his Jim Cornette Experience podcast, the wrestling veteran explained that instead of standing there throughout the match, Nick Aldis should have come up with security personnel and stopped Roman Reigns and the rest of the Bloodline from attacking the 3 competitors. Cornette reasoned that the competitors were some of the biggest names on the Blue brand and the general manager should have prevented them from being annihilated in the ring. To have him, Nick Aldis, stand out there as the authority figure of the program and the general manager, the guy that's in charge of this TV show and wants to make money with it, and do absolutely nothing while this gang of thugs completely destroyed his 3 of his top-name stars. Imagine if it was Dana White. There would be some chaos going on. I'm not saying don't let the heels get heat in front of him. I'm saying don't have him standing out there watching the whole thing and put up with it. And then tell Paul Heyman that he's bought himself a 4-way, Jim Cornette said. After the utter chaos at ringside during the main event of SmackDown, New Year's Revolution, general manager Nick Aldis made a quick decision. He informed Paul Heyman that due to Roman Reigns' actions, the Tribal Chief had earned himself a fatal 4-way match at the 2024 Royal Rumble Premium Live event. The Tribal Chief will now defend his undisputed WWE Universal Championship against AJ Styles, LA Knight, and Randy Orton at the Premium Live event. Roman Reigns was irate after hearing this news and asked the Wiseman to set things right this week. Do you think Roman Reigns will be able to retain his title at the 2024 Royal Rumble?
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me